Abeg come close, my gist lovers, because today's story no be beans at all. If gist dey get pepper, this one no better real gist that you don't wish to miss. The way Pearl Watts enter this matter Chai. You see, sometimes love stories play out like Nollywood movies, full of drama, suspense, and shocking twists. Right now, the way Maurice, Sam and Pearl Watts are moving, it feels like we are all watching a blockbuster series live on Instagram. And trust me, the tension is so hot, you can practically fry plantain on it. So here's the gist. For days now, Pearl Watts has been dropping posts on her Instagram page. But my people, these are not your regular cute selfies or playful captions. No, these ones are deep, emotional, and filled with the kind of energy that makes you say, this one get target. Fans are already convinced that those posts are subtle love letters, all pointing towards Maurice Sam. But the real twist. Maurice is not saying pim. Not a like, not a comment, nothing. Complete silence. And you know when somebody is silent in the middle of drama, the silence itself becomes louder than any speech. That's exactly what's happening here. Pearl is pouring her heart out indirectly, and Maurice is acting like Instagram has suddenly become invisible. People are beginning to ask themselves if he has truly moved on or if this is just his way of passing a message without opening his mouth. The suspense is keeping fans restless like people waiting for Nipa to bring back light during Champions League final. Now let's be real. When a lady keeps trying to reach out publicly, dropping hints left and right, and the guy just remains unshaken like Mount Zion, it sends a powerful message. And that message is what fans are now reading into. They are whispering in comment sections, dragging it into WhatsApp groups, and even gossiping at salons. The vibe they are getting is that Maurice may have completely closed that chapter with Pearl, thrown away the key, and even poured cement on top of it. What makes this gist even juicier is the fact that this isn't the first time people have noticed such a pattern with Maurice. Remember not too long ago, when Sonia Uche was the one by his side. They were close, appearing everywhere together, making people believe it was a forever kind of thing. But suddenly, just like a plot twist in Nollywood, Maurice shifted and started showing up with Pearl instead. And now here we are again, with Pearl suddenly on the receiving end of the same silence. Fans are beginning to call this a pattern. People are asking, is this how Maurice handles relationships? Just move on without looking back. And you know fans, they never miss details. They are quick to connect dots, and now they are bringing Sonia's name right back into the conversation. The concern is growing, because if he could turn his back on Sonia once, and now Pearl is experiencing the same thing, what would stop history from repeating itself again if Sonia decides to give him another chance? But my people, here's the plot twist nobody saw coming. Just when everyone thought Pearl would fold her arms, ignore Maurice completely, and mind her own business, she shocked everybody. Instead of going quiet, Pearl went ahead and promoted Maurice's brand new movie on her Instagram page. Can you imagine? After all the silence and all the hints, she still stood by him publicly to support his work. That move left fans speechless. Some said it was a bold show of loyalty, while others insisted it was a clear attempt to win him back. Now let's pause and ask ourselves, was Pearl promoting that movie because she genuinely believes in Maurice's career, or was that her way of knocking on the door of his heart one more time? The timing was too sharp, too intentional, for people not to notice. Discussions exploded online. Some defended her, saying it's just in her nature to support him as she always has. Others argued strongly that this was a carefully calculated move to reconnect with him. The debate hasn't cooled since. While all this back and forth was happening, Maurice himself seemed unbothered, like a man sipping juice in the middle of chaos. And then, bam, he dropped a major career bombshell. His new movie, Thug Love, was released. And my people, the buzz around it. Massive. Fans quickly shifted from emotional drama to celebrating the film. It was almost as if Maurice had planned the timing to perfection, using his work to redirect all attention. The success of Thug Love took everybody by storm. In just 7 hours, the movie had already gathered over 370,000 views. That's not something you see every day. The numbers were flying high, and the internet was buzzing like bees around honey. Suddenly, Maurice wasn't just the man at the center of relationship drama, he was also the man breaking records with his career. Two kinds of gist in one man's life, what a time to be alive. But here's where the conversation got even hotter. Fans couldn't help but notice that Nadia Buhari appeared in Thug Love. Now, if that name rings a bell, it's because Sonia Uche had also recently worked with Nadia in one of her own movies. See as gist dey sweet. The timing was too sharp for fans to ignore. Immediately, people started connecting dots and asking questions. Was it coincidence? Or was Maurice trying to pass an indirect message by working with the same actress Sonia had just featured? Nobody can say for sure, but fans love gist like this. They picked it apart like detectives looking for clues. Some believe it was pure coincidence, just business as usual in the movie industry. But others, they're convinced there's something deeper behind that casting choice. The drama thickened, the gist became hotter, and Maurice's name kept trending across platforms. At this point, it felt like the whole thing was less about relationships and more about a full-blown trilogy: Maurice, Paul, Sonia, and now Nadia Buhari as a connecting factor. Fans couldn't even decide which angle to focus on. Was it Pearl's relentless effort? Sonia's possible return? Or the success of Thug Love? It's like watching a series with too many cliffhangers at once. And you know the funniest part? Through all of this, Maurice has managed to keep his lips sealed. No reaction, no explanation, no clapback. Just pure silence, while the world keeps speculating. That's why this gist is refusing to cool down. Everybody is waiting for his next move, like fans waiting for season 2 of their favorite show. Now, let me ask you guys, what do you think Maurice will do next? Will he finally acknowledge Pearl's efforts? Will he return to Sonia's arms? Or is he simply focused on his career, leaving all the emotional drama behind? The suspense is killing, and nobody can predict how this story will unfold. So my amazing people, that's where I leave you today. But one thing is certain, this gist isn't ending anytime soon. So grab your popcorn, because the next episode in Maurice Sam's love and career saga is surely coming. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comment section because I really want to know whose side you're on. Till next time, stay tuned, because this movie is still playing live.